The speed of light. The speed of light in a vacuum is 299,792,458 meters per second. There is a claim made by some Muslims that this number was given precisely in the Quran. Obviously it wasn't, but how do they manufacture that claim? Quran 32.5. He arranges each matter from the heaven to the earth, then it will ascend to him in a day, the extent of which is 1,000 years of those which you count. Quran 22.47. And they urge you to hasten the punishment, but Allah will never fail in his promise, and indeed a day with your Lord is like 1,000 years of those which you count. So, next, they assume that this is talking about angels, which it isn't, and that angels are made of light. Angels don't exist, so I can't dispute that, and that therefore angels travel at the speed of light. Also, by the way, if Allah is omnipresent and omniscient, why would he need angels to tell him what's happening? So anyway, angels travel 1,000 years in a day, but that isn't a speed. They need to manufacture a distance. So they look at the distance that the moon moves in 1,000 years. And why the moon? I don't know. Divide that by the length of a day and that gives you a speed, which they claim is exactly 299,792,458 meters per second. So now let's examine that claim. First of all, Quran 70.4. The angels and the spirit will ascend to him during a day, the extent of which is 50,000 years. And that really is about angels, and the figure given is 50 times as long, which would make the speed of light 50 times the real value. And as a bonus, it's a nice example of the Quran contradicting itself. Second, I'd like to point out Psalm 90.4. For in your sight 1,000 years are like a day that passes by, like a few hours of the night. And 2 Peter 3.8. But, beloved, do not forget this one thing, that with the Lord 1 day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as 1 day. So this whole idea of 1,000 years in 1 day was originally in the Psalms, and then it was in the New Testament. This isn't an original idea of the Quran. So now let's do the calculation. How far does the moon travel in 1,000 years? The orbital velocity of the moon is 1,023 meters per second. I got that from the NASA website. A sidereal year is 365.256363 sidereal days. A sidereal day is 86,164.1 seconds. I use sidereal because that's what the Muslims use in their calculations. Sidereal means relative to the stars. So, a sidereal year is 314,719,85.787 seconds. Multiply that by 1023, and we find that in a year the moon travels 321,958,414,60.273 meters, and in 1,000 years, 1,000 times that. Now divide that by the number of seconds in a sidereal day, and you get 373,657,259 meters per second. So that is the Quran calculation for the speed of light. But it's nowhere near the true value of 299,792,458 meters per second. It's about 25% too much. How could Allah have got it so wrong? myth busted.